And now for something completely different.
How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video, and to an extent I was kind of contemplating whether or not to do this particular video involving, the same individual we've discussed a couple of times, but I've noticed a couple of people mentioning it, and I figured I might as well kind of tip my hat into this discussion as well. So recently we were talking about Quantum TV, the individual who does not like criticism, who is an alleged racist, alleged homophobe, and to the extent, if he's criticized, will do everything within his power to basically try to shut people's channels down by false copyright claiming people's videos and having no qualms to literally doxing the information of a separate party and immediately trying to contact the family as intimidation tactics. But actually, since I bring that up, there's something that we need to discuss, because there is the strong possibility that, to an extent, Quantum TV, either announced to him or the fact that he may not even care, may have committed a felony. And if somehow the Act Man comes across my video, I ask you to, look into it, because there's a possibility that if you guys pursue this, to an extent, this may be detrimental to Quantum TV. Now, in the video, or in one of his recent videos, he mentions the fact that he called the Act Man's mom, or at least tried to call him, but got a hold of the mother, and shows a video. Now, to some degree, people are actually questioning whether or not this was legit, but Act Man has already verified that, to an extent, his family was called. And going further than that, if this is truly the recording, then there's going to be some issues. And in case people are kind of biting at the teeth, like wondering what I'm talking about, well, there is the situation of consent involving the recording. Now, for those who don't know, there is a particular law in each state, a one-party to two-party consent law when it comes to recordings. Now, the way this is set up is so that way, let's say, for instance, if you're recording somebody, you tell them, hey, I'm recording you. In certain states, only one person has to consent to a recording, whereas certain states there are two. And depending on what state Quantum TV is in, there is a strong possibility that if it's a two consent state law, meaning both parties on the line have to consent to it being recorded, then to a degree he may get himself in trouble. Now, to kind of use it as an example, like let's say for instance as like as a two-party state, looking into, let's say, Florida as an example, because depending on the punishment, each state is different. Florida is one of those states that is a two-party state, and going further than that, it is basically saying that both parties, whether it be conversation, have to consent to a recording. If both parties do not consent, or it is recorded in secret, then the individual in question will more than likely have to suffer a third-degree felony. That, of course, may imply that you may also receive 5 years jail time, as well as a $5,000 fine. Another thing, too, that could cause another felony is the fact that this particular recording, again, if this is the recording of him calling, the Act Man's mom, there's a possibility that he could get another felony due to it being shared. I'll share a link into the description of where I found like this particular example, but to a degree, if the punishment is the exact same or at least similar, then there could be some problems for Quantum TV if his exact state was a two-party state. So to an extent, if, let's say, again, if this is pursued, he could receive 5 years jail time as well as a $5,000 fine, and going further than that, may receive a additional felony charge due to him uploading the recording without the consent of the individual. That, of course, being the act man's mom. But, again, when it comes down to it, that's up to them to look into this and inevitably decide to, hey, we want to pursue this. But, again, that's up to them. But all in all, I figured I'd kind of give this quick discussion. What are your thoughts? I'll leave a link in the description again to the example that I had presented. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as checking our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.